Here with legendary trainer Robert Garcia. How's it going, Robert?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
All right, your fighter Bam Rodriguez, magnificent performance against Pedro Guevara. How you feeling about the fight?
Look, I think Bam is showing that he belongs in the top 3-4 pound for pound list because he goes out and gets his work done. You know, does his job. He's not, he knows that being up there brings him that pressure to perform and to do his work, and he's doing it. You know, even though Pedro Guevara was not a big name, was not, a big challenge for him because that's all he wants. He wants the big names, the big challenges. Being in the top pound for pound list makes him, perform, and he did. He did what he had to. Guevara had never been stopped, had never been in that position, and Bam made it look easy.
Does fighters on Bam's level get complacent when it's not a big name, when it's not a guy that he's dangerous?
Yes, it's happened to Bam before. After he beat Rungvisai, we were supposed to, we put him on Canelo's card in September. Thought this is gonna be a big opportunity for him to be the co-main event on Canelo's card, but it did not motivate him. The opponent was not a big name, and he didn't perform as good. Bam loves those big challenges. If it's not big challenges, then it doesn't motivate him, and he's not interested. So it needs to be big fights and big motivation fights that mean something for him.
Logically speaking, what's next?
Look, Bam wants to unify. We want to get unifications. The plan is, if everything goes our way, is to become undisputed next year. But we don't know. The champions might have other plans. We have no idea what was going on. And if that doesn't happen, then there's no big fights out there for Bam that will motivate him at 115. So I think the next move will be 118.
118 is two names that everybody wants to see Bam in with. Inoue and Nakatani.
Correct.
And then, at 122, the monster, of course,
right.
But that's, far down the line. What do you think of those fights?
I think those are great fights. I think those fights could happen, especially Nakatani. He's at 118, so if we decide that we want to move to 118 sometime next year, then that's a fight that we would love to have. Nakatani is a great fighter, great friend of ours. Rudy Hernandez is his trainer. But look, those are the challenges we like. That's what Bam wants, and that would be a great fight.
Have we seen the best Bam Rodriguez yet?
I think he's only 24, so I think we still the world still hasn't seen the best out of Bam. I think 2 years from now, you guys will see the best out of Bam.
All right, a fighter that's on your radar, Jaron Ennis, wins a unanimous decision against Karen Chukhadzhian.
A what?
Wins a unanimous decision.
Oh, it was unanimous. I thought you said split. I don't think.
No.
It was unanimous.
Unanimous decision against Karen Chukhadzhian. What'd you think of the performance?
Look, it's one of those performances where the guy is tough, durable guy, could take a really good punch. Fighting in your hometown sometimes is a lot of pressure. I've seen it happen before with many fighters where they fight in their hometown. The boxing world expects a lot from them in their hometown. They have a lot of pressure with family, friends, tickets, who's getting in, who's got a credential, who's this. So a lot of that, it's a lot of pressure for the fighters. So I don't know if this was the case, but he still performed. He won, dropped the guy, had a tough opponent in front of him. So I don't want to try to make it look like I wasn't happy with his performance. But he wasn't in there with a tough guy. And like I said, fighting his hometown could be a little bit of a, sometimes it could be a little bit of a problem.
Is Karen Chukhadzhian underrated?
That's what?
Is Karen, is he underrated?
I never seen him before. I didn't even know, honestly, I know they fought already before, but I didn't see the first fight, I never seen him before. I didn't know who he was, but he's a tough guy.
Jaron Ennis has a certain criticism. They say he gets hit too much. Do you subscribe to that?
He did get hit a few times, but he was in against a solid guy. Everybody gets hit.
Your fighter Virgil Ortiz is rumored, well, not even rumored. Eddie says that they're in negotiations for a potential bout in February at 154 pounds. How you feel about that fight?
Look, if that's the case, I haven't heard anything. You know, obviously, Virgil has Golden Boy Promotions and Rick Morrigan, who's his manager. They'll handle everything, and when that's finalized, you know, they'll let us know. But I would love it. I would love it, man. It would be a great fight. I think Boots Ennis is a very strong, solid fighter, so they'll put up a great fight.
This was looked at as the fight for like the future of 147 pounds, pay-per-view, mega fight. Do you feel like it's happening a little early?
I think it still needs a few more performances that make that statement. I think you know, a performance like he had today, which he won, but he got tagged up a little, he got hit a few times. Maybe doesn't put him there yet, but you know, if he stays at 147, there's big fights out there, big unifications that I think he could win, and that'll probably put him there.
At 154 pounds, how does that fight play out?
Well, look, bigger boys. You know, 154. Even though if you talk about pounds, it might only be 7 pounds, but when it comes to inside the ring physically, it's a big difference, man. Guys, boys are stronger.
Last question, Robert. Your fighter, Raymond Muratalla, magnificent performance, dominant, second round KO. What's next for him?
Look, we hope it's a title fight. You know, we don't know. You know, he's up there in the rankings. He's up there 2, maybe he could be 1 in the WBO pretty soon. The WBC also. So we're just waiting for an opportunity. Any of the champions, we're ready for any of the 4 champions.
I know he wanted Dennis Berinchik next. Of course, you got Shakur Stevenson. You got Vasyl Lomachenko, who's looking like he could possibly retire. And you got Gervonta Davis. Are you looking for the biggest fight possible or the fastest road to the belt?
I think the fastest up, the first opportunity. That's what we're looking for. I think he'll compete against any of the lightweights. So if we would, Top Rank has Lomachenko and Top Rank has options on Berinchik. So we would probably be pushing, get us the Berinchik fight or get us the Lomachenko. And if he vacates, well, let's fight for the vacant title. But in reality, if that happens, more than welcome. But if right now Tank says or calls us and says, "You guys want to fight?" We'll take it.
Now, in a fight like that, Muratalla had good wins, but still hasn't had that marquee win. Going into that fight, what is your mindset as a trainer?
And what?
I said, what is your mindset as a trainer going into a fight that's kind of like a level above what Muratalla's been fighting at?
Nah, we just have to do what we're doing, train hard like always, discipline like always. There's no question about that. And just go out there and do our work. Obviously we have to do our job as trainers, the dad, myself, styles, combinations, stuff like that. But we just have to be in good shape. That's it.
Thanks, Robert. I appreciate you.